Hey there, it's Mikhail. I am once again doing a task late. I am blocking up my mini soil blocks into the big soil blocks. So I promised you that we would do this together. So I waited pretty late in the day today, but I am ready and here we go. So I worked ahead and did a few just so you could see, and these are my chamomile. These and this one are my German chamomile, and these are my Zlatylans. And I have 4 more spaces and 5 more of those to put in, so I'm gonna double up 2. Let's recap real quick. And I will put the videos for how to make soil blocks and mini soil blocks both at the end of this one so that you can catch those. But I made blocks in this little tiny soil blocker, which are 3/4 of an inch. And now I'm blocking them up to 2-inch blocks, and these have a little 3/4 inch divot in the top of them. So this fits into the thingy. Got it? Good. So because I waited too long, their roots have really grown together, and that's okay. All I'm gonna do is just make the hole a little bit bigger so I can accommodate those roots. I'm gonna pull off one little tiny cute soil block, and I'm gonna make sure its roots are going down in there. And then just a little boop, and it's in. I'm gonna relocate this little doodle bug because he doesn't need to be here right now. Go over there, baby. Now, the roots went down under them, but on the edges they air pruned. So that's the same thing they're gonna do in here. They're gonna grow down, but they're not going to wrap like they would in a pot. All right, chamomile's done. The other day I did plant out some of the mulleins into that guild right there just to see how they would go directly planting these little tiny soil blocks into the ground. Put in 8 and 7 of them made it. The other one dried out, which was my fear that they would dry out. So now I know I have to stay on top of a lot of water with those until they can sink their roots down. But fortunately, I put 2 spares into pots. So this is how they do when you pot them up instead of blocking them up. And I can see it already has a root approaching the bottom. So, oop, that's not gonna help. So I'm gonna make sure that's well rooted, and then I'm gonna stick it in the ground where the other one didn't make it. I think I wanna do the creeping thyme next. ER thyme. It was super messy. Please don't judge my handwriting. It only had a few come up. Those wanted to fall apart really easily. All right. Aren't they cute? I'm gonna top them when I pot them up. Block them up, pardon me. With any of your herbs that grow like this, you can pinch off the top and it'll make them branch more. Oh, I got a stick. And you can see I topped this one before too. It has a little split right there. That's 3 creeping thymes. Why does your nose always have to itch when you have dirty hands? Let's do the common thyme. I think I may have them too wet to be dividing them easily. This one's already been topped, and I should be giving it a new label, and I'm just not. I'm just gonna rebel. Probably go back and make label in a minute. These are going so easy. I'm gonna say, don't try to move really wet soil blocks. It's gonna be my big takeaway from this first time blocking up. And I think my second big takeaway would be, don't wait as long as I did. If I had better health, it'd be way easier to get out here and just do this when it's ready. But we do what we can, right? And that's the whole point. We just do what we can do and try to keep up. All right, I'm gonna pop the 1 agastache that came up. Out of those 20 cells of agastache, only 1 came up. But it's looking good. And I'm gonna pop that's top. I'm gonna pop that one's top off too. Just pinch its top set of leaves off. And there we go. When I am finished, these are going to go back in my room under lights because they have not been hardened off yet. I'll do that, I'll let them get some roots in, and then once they've put roots down, and I'll be able to see by picking up the tray, mesh tray, and looking underneath. Once I start seeing roots down there, then I'll decide which ones I'm going to plant out and which ones are going to move into bigger pots. And I might harden off this tray before then, and I may not. I have not decided yet. I will put the how to make soil blocks video and the mini soil blocks video up over here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish these up. Take care. Later, y'all.